Raw, uncut, unfiltered macaroni, Big Tony Jones back in the building on a Tuesday night. It feels good. It feels great. Hopefully everybody's having a good time, you know what I'm saying? A good day, you know, hustle and bustle at work. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in last night. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure my monitor was good, you know what I'm saying? It was, hey man, last night, oh, we was cooking last night. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second, y'all. We was cooking last night. You know what I'm saying? Last night, shout out to everybody from Jersey, shout out to everybody from DC. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody from Canada, popped in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? It was popping last night. You know what I mean? Like I humbly could say, you know what I mean? It was the best turnout we've had since we started. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna get better. Every night we keep bringing the flavor, man. If you haven't done it already, man, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because we bring the flavor each and every single day. You know what I'm saying? All right. Shout out to Lady T in the building. You know what I'm saying? Always on time. Always on time. You know what I'm talking about? Hope you had yourself a good day. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, all the homegirls on the channel, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you. But go ahead and drop a rose in the chat for yourself. Make yourself feel good, feel great. And it was from me, but I can't do it. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And to my partners, you know what I'm saying? My day one partners that show up. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Put a salute emoji in the chat. I think my baby girl in the back's crying and all kind of stuff's going on, but it's a Tuesday night. All right. Tory Lanez, we got new evidence. But I got to go backwards to go forward because somebody done told me, listen, man, you got to look at Tory's original when he got arrested, he was in jail, and he had that conversation with Kelsey. Now, I have to go back and listen to it. Before I listen to it, I have to do my research. Because it was said that, he already said he did it. He already kind of, you know what I mean, bite the bullet. So I'm trying to figure out, what am I missing? Even if there's new evidence, what am I missing? What am I missing? What are we missing? I don't know. Because I know there's a lot of Tory Lanez fans. And I'm like, you know what? Let me figure this shit. Let's dig a little bit deeper. So now there's new evidence coming out. We're going to get into that. Tory Lanez speaks from prison. We're going to get to that. But before we get to all that, family, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got the children in the house, you know how we always do. You know what I mean? And they cannot be around here right now, you know what I'm saying? Because we about to get some grown folks business. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Grown folk BI. All right? Sit back. I want y'all to listen. Listen keenly to what you about to hear. Because it sounds to me, Tory already said he did it. I'm just saying. All right. Let's go.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything?
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Feeder, something like that. Feeder.
You know, bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but.
All right, first thing first, he said, I know she popped. Oh, wait. This one's the head on.
Bruh, I just want you.
Tory said, I know she's probably never, ever going to talk to me again. Referring to Megan. I'm just saying, if I didn't shoot her, fuck I care she don't talk to me again, bro. If I'm in jail and I call him back my woman, because you got to remember, Kelsey was his woman. The man ain't cheating on her with Megan, whatever. I'm not going to get to all that shit. I just want the facts. Why would you be telling her, I know she's never going to talk to me again? Family, this is what the man's saying when he's locked up, when he first got locked up. So Let's continue, man. Cause we can't fake the funk. We're straight up and down like 6 o'clock, not 6:01, not 5:59. I told y'all already.
No, bro. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever,
Yeah.
bro. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like,
I was just so fucking drunk. But regardless, it's not gonna make my actions right. If that's not a guilty nigga, I don't know. We gonna break it down some more. Because listen, Tory was saying that in the beginning. Wait till what he got to say after. Come on, I'm telling y'all, listen, when I saw what Tory had to say present day, and then somebody mentioned it to me, yo, you got to go back and listen to the audio. So I went back and listened to the audio. I said, hold on, the story done changed. I don't give a fuck if there's new evidence. You got to explain to me why you done told this bitch, yo, my actions. Let's continue. Because it's Tory speaking. I can't fake it.
I haven't moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
you're listening to Street TV.
I think I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, shorty.
What happened already. I can't take it back, but yo, I was just too drunk. Then what is he referring to? If he didn't shoot her, I'm just saying, yo, listen. I would tell y'all straight up and down like 6 o'clock. If he didn't shoot her, then what is he referring to? If two heifers got into a cat fight, cause I'm sleeping with the both of them. Hey, that's macaroni right there, number one. You know what I'm saying? That's big pimping right there. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Number two, don't be calling you talking about I fucked up and how drunk I was and whoop the boo. The fuck are we talking about? I'm gonna say, yo, and listen, in the beginning, he asked, where is Megan? If Megan shot the bitch, I'm not asking where the fuck is Megan. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't give a fuck because I'm in jail for this shit. Y'all niggas is out. Megan got shot. It's not a confession to me. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think. Cause right now, all I got, the new evidence is coming. Y'all gotta watch to the end to see about this new evidence shit. But I'm telling y'all, as of right now, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. It's
Like,
motherfucker right here.
All top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah, no, I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
It's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical Center.
Alright, you ain't got Quan's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Juan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Quan and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more.
I want you guys to listen to what's about to be explained next. It's deep. Listen to what's about to be explained next, because when Tory's in present day jail, the partner asked him a question, and the way he answered it made me had to go back to this, and I'm like, yo, hold on a second, bro. You obviously remember what the fuck you said here, bro, because what you're saying now has to reflect this shit and why it changed. So listen carefully, y'all. Listen carefully.
Or hot it's gonna get, because it's already on, like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out,
But like out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
Yeah, but like niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
What'd you say?
Yo, you see what? It's like, yo, niggas can't know. There's no way Megan's name. He's like, yo, what do you mean Megan's name is on this shit? Yeah, listen, bro. I'm about to pull it back. I want y'all to listen to what he said. Because right there, it sounds like he's covering for Megan. Listen to the whole thing. Right there, it sounds like the brother is covering for Megan. Oh, I'm gonna pull it back. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it back on this matter first. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna go to 318, 316. I'll bring this back. All right, back. Okay, all right, let's take this in. Listen carefully now.
Already on, like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out, you know.
But like out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
yeah, but like niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none.
All right. She letting him know that, yo, basically, you know what I'm saying, the media's picking this story up. He's worried. You know what he said? There's no way they can know that Megan, and then he stopped himself because he knows he's being recorded. So he wants to make sure it's not Megan is being accused of some shit. And listen carefully to how it finishes. Because we're connecting the dots here, bro. So listen to how this finishes, dog.
That is there, but I mean...
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's going to get this backlash is me. It's not going to be her. But nah.
I don't think it's going to be one of those. The only person going to get the backlash is me. Now, why would his mind first think that, yo, Megan is going to be the one that's going to get crucified in the media? Because I feel like he knew he shot her. So he looked like he was trying to cover for Megan. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I don't know. That's what I get from that last part there. But at the same time, I also get, it seems like, yo, he's saying, you know what, though? I don't think he necessarily, he could be saying he did it, but I also feel like, you got to remember, you know, he was, they were, the two girls was like this. So that, Megan was, you know what I mean, sleeping with the man, with her man. I tried to lie about it with Gail, if y'all remember. You know what I'm saying? So it could have really been that he's saying sorry for putting you through this type of situation. But I don't understand because he's talking about I was drunk and it just sounds like he's taking accountability of some sorts. You know what I mean? But let's continue.
All right. It is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just want to let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
Son was not responsible for Megan Thee Stallion being shot. We do know that indisputably she was shot. Who shot her?
First of all,
now I want you to hear what the father has to say because this is a recent interview. All right, and the end of this interview is what we're talking about the most. The new evidence they got. Now, the question is, we know Megan got shot. Who shot her? He said the bitch didn't even get shot. This is what the man said. Now, I want y'all to listen carefully to how he articulates this shit. Because I'm still trying to figure out, yo, how does a man get sentenced to 10 years for something where the evidence doesn't all connect the dots and the brother ain't even got a record like that? You know what I'm saying?
the whole idea of her being shot is a speculation. That's a speculation. It's to this point has not been proven that she was even shot. But the reality is that in all of this, how can you have a situation where in pretrial, the police, LAPD, says that the bullet fragments they had had collected from the hospital, this mysteriously vanishes. It goes missing. I would think that evidence is something that is protected in any police department, but they just mysteriously go missing. So there's no bullet fragments to be presented at trial. You have a situation where a gun is shot, and the gun, which is supposed to be your main piece of evidence, does not even show up at court, but some picture of a weapon that resembles or this is the type of weapon they say that was used. The weapon does not show up at court. There is absolutely no, we hear this point of 0.1% of his DNA on the gun. You know what that actually means when you investigate it? That over 1.5 billion black people on the planet that could have been their DNA. Yet my son is convicted of having used this gun. The whole thing stinks of a conspiracy, and it stinks of a cover-up.
Well, according to Tory,
imagine going to court. It wasn't my gun in the first place. My DNA ain't on the gun. Now you can't find the gun? What are we talking about? Far as I know, crime documentaries and I watch a lot of them motherfuckers. If you ain't got the murder weapon, it's gonna be very motherfucking hard to prove your motherfucking case. But if they already got the gun and they lost it, just think about that shit for the day. They had the weapon, they had the evidence, and lost it. Sound like some motherfucking OJ shit. You know what I'm talking about, Lady T? And I'm just saying, thank you for agreeing. I appreciate you. But it's like, yo, I don't understand that though. You know what I'm saying? We got, hey, Tammy Major, you know what I'm saying? All right, free Tory, because I'm just saying, right? T Major, I think that's what it says, yeah. We got a free Tory, because it's a railroad situation going on right now. If you ain't got the weapon, you don't got the weapon, how do you explain that the charges stick? Matter of fact, we don't even got the bullet fragments. Yo, my nigga, I know. Listen, any crime scene, if you ever been to a crime scene, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been to one, but I watch a lot of, you know what I'm saying, First 48 and shit. Yo, they be picking up each individual bullet and then they be marking it off on the ground and shit. So I don't understand how you lost the bullets and shit. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? What Lady T say? How do you have a case pertaining to a gun shooting and don't have the weapon and evidence? That's what I'm saying. I say, yo, you ain't even got the weapon? Yo, what kind of Mickey Mouse organization is this? Yo, listen, bro. It just seems conniving. It just seems and smells like a setup. But we gonna continue, you know what I mean? And dissect it, you know what I'm talking about?
he didn't shoot Megan. He claims it was Kelsey. As recently, he spoke with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked and told him that Kelsey was who shot Meg. He even claimed that he took the rap for Kelsey because he didn't want to see her go to prison. This makes sense because Tory was not only dating her, but never blamed her for anything.
In a text message between Tory and I said, "How are you? How you been?" He said, "Incredible."
All right. This is now. Remember, Tory's in the penitentiary, right? So the homies got their cell phones in there. You know what I'm saying? They it's a little bit different. So if y'all wondering, but this is now him texting with Tory, and this is what made me go back and think to that conversation he had with Kelsey. It made me think. Y'all listen. Because it sounds like the boy was just trying to do the right thing. So I'm going to let it play for a second, y'all, okay?
In very high spirits and preparing to physically come home this year. I said, when? I need to come in there and get an interview, LOL. He said, I can't say exact days, but I know I'll be home this year. I said, how long you been gone? I'm so confused by your case. He said, actually, I have a crazy plan when I get back that I think you should know and be a part of because I'm only going to do one interview. And he said he's been gone 2.5 years. I said, I want to be a part of that plan. He said, it's honestly a bunch of suppressed evidence that was kept away from me during trial. I said, Wack told me that, but didn't say what. He said, like through trial, they keep saying it was inconclusive on the gun DNA, but I always knew I never touched the gun. So I asked my lawyer to retest it. And sure enough, I was 102% excluded completely from everything, just like I said. I said,
it was inconclusive on the gun DNA in court. This is Tory talking, bro. It was inconsistent, but the nigga who's asking the question is about to ask him a question that I would have asked the nigga. So listen to how we're gonna answer the next one. Before I do that, let me see what you say. Bullet fragments were non-existent, and his fingerprint was 0.01% match. Make it make sense? Yo, it don't make sense and never make dollars. When the math don't mathematically add up in science, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They think we stupid. Yo, listen, bro. I think there's higher ups. You see, now what we're seeing is when there's higher ups involved, y'all got to remember, this girl Maggie was Jay-Z's artist. All right? Let that marinate for a second, family. That's Jigga's artist. If y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? That's a whole conversation for another night.
Well, why didn't you just say who did it? He said, I took the rap for Kelsey, never wanted her to go to jail, and I never wanted Megan to get hurt or anything. So in me stopping her from getting shot, I got the raw deal. Crazy how life works. And to think they made me the poster boy for the unprotection of black women, when in all honesty, I protected 2 black women, one from getting shot.
He didn't want Kelsey to go to jail. You understand? And he was trying to protect Megan. Trying to protect 2 people in one scenario. He's taking the fall. This is what he's saying. Let's continue. Hold on.
And one from going to jail. Never said nothing in 8 to 10 years for them to live. It's a crazy, crazy place we live in. I said, but why you ain't just say that? And he said, I lost my mother at 11 years old. I couldn't sleep with myself. I was the reason for taking a mother away from her kid. I just couldn't do it. Tory Lanez.
According to Jason.
Bro, you hear what the man said? I lost my mother at 11 years old. And he would not be able to live with himself to see, these women go to jail. You want me to be honest? Fuck that. I'm gonna be honest. That's the only time Tory made me. That's the only time Tory messed up. Yo, nigga. You ain't got, listen, it be different. Like, I don't know. Unless Chelsea's his baby mama, which I don't know who she is. I don't want to confirm. If y'all know in the chat that's baby mama, let me know. I'm going somewhere with this. If it's not his baby mama, why the fuck do you care if Chelsea shot the bitch? No. But here his thinking though. He lost his mom at 11, so he's sentimental to the woman. He's sentimental. He done lost his mother. I get that part, bro. But Chelsea got to. Okay, now let's look at Kelsey. Let's look at her. How is it that she gonna be okay with seeing who was supposed to be her man or whatever, and now he's sitting in jail for 10 years for some shit you did? Kelsey a motherfucker, if you ask my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? We gonna continue.
Tory told him Kelsey was the one who shot Meg. He claims all he tried to do was break up the fight after Kelsey started shooting at Meg. Now, the reason I believe Meg didn't want to be honest about Kelsey doing it was because Roc Nation likely coached her. A representative of Roc Nation was present when Megan was questioned, which is strange. The same representative was at the trial as well. They used this perfect narrative to make Meg look like a victim who was abused by a short-tempered man, which sounds so much better than Meg getting shot by her own friend because she took her boyfriend. Tory is adamant that he didn't shoot Megan. He claims Kelsey did. This is quite interesting because Kelsey herself hasn't come out and said anything denying or confirming this. Just like in the trial, she claims to have lied or forgotten what she told the prosecution.
Thank you very much, Chris.
In trial, Megan forgot or lied. This is to certain situations is what she done told the prosecution. Let me tell you something. Any motherfucker that come on the stand told you they done forgot about some shit, they lied like a motherfucker. They got selective memory on purpose. You know what I'm saying? On purpose. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Now what we got here? He's not married neither of them. Well, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? And they're not okay. They're not taking a rap. Okay. Yo, it goes 2 ways. They're not gonna take a rap for no nigga. You're right, Lady T, you're right. Cause they're not gonna take the rap for no nigga who's not their husband or they don't got children with. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm Tory, why am I biting the bullet? I'm not biting the bullet. I'm coming out swinging. That phone call would not have been a regular phone call. That phone call would have been like, yo, listen, make sure when they pick this shit up, make sure my name ain't involved. Like I done had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you need to let them know that you shot her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Cause yo, Lady T, you make a very good point. And I understand where Kelsey's coming from. She's like, nigga, we ain't got no obligations to each other. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Well, listen, this is the job, is to make sure that there is fairness under law in this situation. And with your son,
Yes.
There's now a question mark. And you're not a lawyer. It's not why I'm talking to you. My understanding is it's gotten bad enough for him on the inside after this stabbing that it is a miracle that he survived, that now he's being moved as we speak. Is that true, sir? And what does that mean to you?
Yes, that is correct. It's one of the things we've been concerned about, but he's being moved because it's a part of the prison's protocol. That when a situation like this happens, I think they believe it's better for him to be in another facility, and so he is being moved as we speak. One of the things, of course, we're concerned about is because my son is a high-profile person, and when things like this happen, there's always some kind of weird news going out trying to spin it to be something else, you know. Maybe he went crazy in the prison and they moved him. You know, there's a lot of stuff that happens, but the truth being that he is being moved right now as we speak, and we have concerns because, number one, he has just been discharged not many days ago from the hospital, and he was discharged with 14 stab wounds, you know, an incident that collapsed his lungs that, you know, again, thankfully, he is recovering, he's doing well, but now he has to take a 3-hour ride, and he is the victim in this situation. Those are the things that really concern me. He is the victim.
Shout out T Major in the chat. Shout out T Major. You know what I'm talking about? It's the immunity, 1,000%. Let me tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never really agree with the immunity thing. To me, what it means is you giving some people the opportunity to do some shit, lie about it, or do some shit and cover it up. That's what I see. You giving privilege to certain people. Like if we don't got immunity, there's certain things we just can never do. But somebody else can go ahead and knock off somebody and say, "Oh, I had immunity and it's all good. I can do what I want." You know what I'm saying? Tory was showing the record labels, I'm gonna be independent by not signing with Rock Nation, by not signing with all these other record labels and going independent because he didn't want to be a slave to the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's the same kind of fight that Drake is now trying to fight at the wrong time in his career. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the higher ups weren't having it. And this brother right now is in a situation. You know what I'm saying? His daddy just explained, you getting stabbed 14 times, bro. That's a hit. That's a hit. Because of like from what we've been told in the prison and the picture, if you ever seen Tory's prison picture, he looks comfortable in there, bro. Man got swole. He's with the partners. You know what I'm saying? He looked comfortable. So how does the man get picked off like that? It sounds like a setup.
Never provoked this incident in prison. And anybody that knows him, in fact, I've met many people going there to visit him, my wife and I, that will tell you that he is someone who is liked. He's not someone who's a troublemaker. I was with the COs, the correctional officers, in the hospital where he was taken after this incident, and the COs spoke to me. They said when they heard on the intercom that they had to transport somebody to the hospital, it was him. The guy looked at me and said, why him, of all people? Because he doesn't do anything like that. You know?
All one giant setup. Like I said many times over, Tory was targeted because
it's all one giant setup. Now, T Major, right. Now, I got a question. Hold on, T Major. So hold on. Megan is the one that got the immunity, 100% immunity? Because if Megan got 100% immunity, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Or if Kelsey, if either one of them has one, fuck that. Either one of them, bro. Because listen, not even going to talk. They're not going to talk. I'm not saying, I got immunity. I'm not talking. I see nothing. I know enough to jump. So basically, what they're saying, even if they knew that, just to give an example, if they even knew that Kelsey did the shooting, and then one of them had immunity, Oh, it goes out the window. Yo, Kelsey. Oh, even worse. Oh my God. Oh, listen. If you're watching right now, you're a real one. Shout out to Lady T. Shout out to T Major in the chat right now. Hit the like button, smash up the like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button because we bring the flavor each and every single day. Now back to the conversation. If Kelsey that got immunity, it's all fucked up now. It's all fucked up. That's like, yo, bro, you giving a murderer a pass. You're giving a thief a pass. You're giving, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody who done did wrong, you giving them the pass. Now this brother's gonna be in jail for, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Lady T, it's definitely a setup. I'm gonna let the video continue because I don't want, right now, I'm still not convinced. And judging off what Tory was saying to Kelsey, I just think he had a soft spot and he really didn't want to see two females lose their life in some bullshit. That's what I think. But yo, sometimes having a soft spot is not a good thing. That's all I'm saying.
He tried to break the slave chains the record labels had put on him. Tory refused to continue to be a slave and managed to honorably deny re-signing to choose to be independent. The record labels didn't want to see that happen, so this all took place. Since the very beginning, there has been so many inconsistencies with this situation, things that don't add up from either side. Honestly, Meg, Kelsey, and even Tory have made the situation hard to believe. But the one thing I confidently feel is that Meg is lying about Tory shooting her. I'm not saying she didn't get shot, as again I wasn't there, even though she did initially claim she had stepped on glass and wasn't shot. But Meg does claim now that
okay, she initially claimed she stepped on glass and she wasn't shot. Remember the daddy said her getting shot was speculation. Remember that. Why would a father say that? Put yourself in that situation. I'm a father and I'm sitting in court and I just watched this. Facts. This is why they say nice guys finish last. It's a 100%. It's a 100% fact, Lady T. Sometimes you gotta put your foot down and say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But how does Megan switch up her story in front of everybody? Listen, man. Inconsistencies in a witness throws them out. Makes them they're not credible no more. So how is it that she could still even take the stand knowing she changed her story? Nigga, you said you stepped on glass at first, partner. And I heard that somewhere else. Now all of a sudden they got shot. So which one is it? The daddy said it's speculation. We still can't find the murder weapon. We can't find the weapon. We can't find the gun. We can't find the bullet fragments. God damn. They must think we stupid.
she was shot and a gun was discharged that night, as there was several 911 calls to indicate that.
I told all y'all close to a year ago, well, even prior to, Tory didn't shoot that girl. I told y'all, Tory did not shoot that girl. All y'all that was pro this, pro that, now y'all got to pay attention to the bigger play. Y'all heard the lady. See, I didn't know nothing about the security guard coming forward, telling the truth. I knew that the DNA came back 100% not him. And they kept it from him doing trial and they used the other one. That said it could be, maybe it can't be. It was 3 tests. 2 of them came back 100% not him after the fact. I told y'all Tory didn't shoot that girl. Then the day after, they go submit the new evidence of the security guard saying he witnessed who pulled the trigger. Tory get hit 14 times. I told y'all Monday, I said somebody sent that at him. I talked to him too much.
Think about that for a second, bro. As soon as it comes out that there's new evidence that Tory didn't do it and the security guard is willing to talk, oh, now the partner getting stabbed up. Sometimes like, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. If everything plays out the way we see it playing out, Megan's fucked up, and Rock Nation gonna have some explaining to do. You know what I'm saying? And we got a comment that's right in the comment section, T Major. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. It's simple though. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey did something wrong. That's why they gave her immunity. Facts. The prosecution made her talk to them, and it made it seem like Kelsey was on their side. Yo, bro, listen, man. Once they get to talking and they gave her immunity, which means she could tell them whatever, she could say the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and it won't affect her. Oh, it was over. She would have been like, I shot the bitch, X, Y, and Z. Cool. They taking that evidence, made up a motherfucking story, and figured out how can we make this guy, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to remember, how can we bring down Tory? And it's very easy. If Megan's definitely going to be in cahoots with the situation, because Megan was already sleeping with your man. So, bro, it's messed up, man. And it's 2 bodyguards, Tony the driver, and yo, cause all right, you know why? I heard about the driver. So we got two people. You know what I'm saying? 2 people, family. Like, how does that add up? If my only thing I'm gonna say is this though, right? When you see right, you gotta call it, man. Them 2 individuals who knew, or especially the driver who overheard the conversation type shit, why wait till now to say something? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad that no guilty conscience got to a brother, but come on now. You know what I'm saying? We got a comment, Lady T. This is a case of when you're starting to get big. Facts. The jealous eyes have to throw something to get you to bring you back. Hey, yo, listen, man. Tory was getting hot. You know what I'm saying? Tory was getting hot. Tory was getting hot. They didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. So you gotta teach a man a lesson a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's called keeping them in order. But we gonna continue.
His spirit, his soul, his attitude. I'm listening to people come to his door when you're on his little iPad talking to me. Everybody helping, every 10 out of 10 people. Hey, Tory, you think I'm going to make that call. Hey, Tory, thanks, bro. That happened for me. I'm hearing it. You're not going to get me to believe he just didn't jumped up. He knows appeal date is coming up. And now he tripping. He ain't side with no Crips, with no Bloods. He went in there being Tory Lanez, tending to his business, found a way to help the people on the yard that could never get no help. Nah, man, y'all got to pay this some attention. That lady, she got a point. A day after they submit, that we got the security guard saying he witnessed who fired the gun. We got this dude right here ain't nothing about this dude talking about this other bozo talking about Tory disrespected dude's wife on a visit. Man, get the fuck out of here. That ain't even Tory character. That dude, that social media dude, everybody need to unfollow and block dude. You in violation. You a Norteño telling us what a Sureño did with a brother, with a non-affiliate brother. Come on, bro. Who paid you to do that? Who paid you to do that? Free Tory. Bro, be home. That which couldn't kill him only made him stronger.
She has also told the story in many different ways that
Wack got a very, very, very good point, man. The day after we filed, and he said that, yo, his appeal case is coming up. So imagine the day after you file this new evidence, this is coming out, boom, you get hit up. It just seems too suspect. You see what I'm saying? And see, this is why I like to chat, because y'all rocking and rolling with me. You know what I'm saying? Like the information is right there. I said something about Blue. Blue? Hey, man. Hold up. Yo, Wack on point, dog. Wack talking the realest ever. 1,000%, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Listen, man, if one thing, Wack will always get the info. Wack can always get the scoop. Remember, Wack is the one that said if y'all watched the last video I done did on the topic, Wack was the one that saw the footage of Tory getting stabbed. He said it's gonna come out. It hasn't come out yet, but Wack said he saw this shit. Gave us the play-by-play. So if it ever come out and we see it, and we can size up to what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? It just seems too calculated, dog. You know what I'm saying? It just seems too calculated, dog. You know what I mean?
Don't line up with each other. Another important thing that most people defending Meg seem to overlook was the fact that Tory's fingerprints were supposedly not found on the gun, with it being reported that it was inconclusive. All of this is seeming to work on Tory's behalf. Now his team also claims they have footage to prove Tory never did anything. According to the Congresswoman Anna, they have in their possession Ring camera footage that would vindicate Tory Lanez and prove his innocence.
Herself, she admitted to lying to Gayle King. What I will also tell you is I'm also...
All right. I want y'all to listen to what Anna's going to say. As of right now, we're not convinced. But they got even more evidence. So she about to break it down for a second. When this evidence come out, I think they got some CCTV footage, you know what I mean? Some home camera footage, you know what I mean? Door cam footage. I don't know, but if it come out, holy shit.
I have been informed that there's actually Ring footage, and that will likely also be released here pretty soon. I know we are helping to put the evidence out there to the American people, but I do believe that this is really a terrible case, and what was done to this family is unacceptable, and I will be continuing to push for his full pardon. I think that people owe them an apology. Furthermore, I'd like to finally say this, that I actually spoke to Mr. Lanez on the phone in prison yesterday, actually, and he is actually going to get very involved in criminal justice reform to ensure that this doesn't happen to other people, because in his case, he has an incredible family supporting him. He has the financial backing to fight this, but many people don't. And so that's where we are going to continue to champion these causes at the federal level, even all the way to the White House and in Washington, D.C.
To be clear, do you actually think a gun was fired at all then? Or could that in itself be in question? And if it was fired, who do you think fired it?
I don't know who fired it, but what I will tell you is that based on the evidence that I've seen and that the Tory's attorneys presenting to the American people, I think that there are a lot of things in question. And I would say that, look, Pierce, you know that I'm a United States Air Force veteran. I grew up in a very rough area. I was at a high school where there was a gang shooting. When someone gets shot, there's evidence of that. My husband was shot in Afghanistan in 2014, and the evidence isn't lining up.
So you do not think she was actually shot?
I'm not a criminal investigator in that sense, so I'm just going to go on record for saying that the evidence as of right now is showing that there are no bullet fragments that have been presented, which I'll let people assume what they will not.
Okay. As you heard for yourself, according to Anna, there is Ring camera footage that proves Tory's innocence. Now, recently, Meg's team has denied all the claims, rejecting what Tory's team is calling evidence. Rock Nation's lawyer, Alex Spiro, said this in response to the new evidence. Despite Mr. Lanez being convicted at trial by overwhelming evidence that included his own admission of his guilt, flanked by any ignorant person they can find, have pushed whatever misleading narrative they can. One by one, their misleading
Rock Nations, they sticking to their by the guns. Yo, in court, they're saying the evidence proves that it was Tory. To me, the evidence is inconclusive, especially when we're talking about what's on his. So she say she don't think Megan. What she saying? I don't know what she's saying. She doesn't know Megan was shot, but she's saying she doesn't know who fired the weapon. You know what I'm saying? But it was not Tory, because when it comes back, it's inconclusive for her client. It come back inconclusive. Now I don't know who this calm before the storm is, but I don't know what you're talking about. But on this channel, we straight up and down like 6 o'clock. We ain't 6:01, we ain't 5:59. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk the talk, we converse the converse. You know what I'm saying? So if I say something that's off, y'all supposed to say, hey, Jones, woo. And then we come back and have a conversation. That's how we do it over here, man. I ain't the type of person to be, you know what I'm saying, easily, you know what I'm saying, fucking hurt by no words and shit. You know what I'm saying? We flatbacks and Cadillacs, y'all. Now, back to the conversation for a second, y'all. Based off what we got right now, you know what I'm saying? It don't seem like nobody can conclusively convince us that Tory did the shooting. If new evidence is coming out, Tory from in prison said he was trying to protect both of them. He done lost his mother at a young age. It's sentimental to him. We heard on the phone call. I don't understand why Tory would take the fall, though. Being a nice guy is not what it's about. Doing the right thing is what it's about. And you always got to put yourself first. You know what I'm talking about? You're number one at all times. I feel like Tory lost track of number one on a drunken night. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody tuning in on a Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lady T. Shout out to T Major. Shout out to everybody that left comments in the comment section. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I salute y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we bring the flavor each and every night, man. So if you want to tune in for some Cadillac talk, man, pop in and we going to get it popping. You know what I'm talking about? But we never pick sides. We straight up and down like 6 o'clock, and we got to find out and dissect the situations. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back here tomorrow with some more conversation. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, oh, man. Yo, they done gave the boy Carmelo Anthony, they charged him as an adult. We're going to break down the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, it's divided like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to know what y'all think about that situation. Because, boy, it's getting thick. You know what I'm talking about? But I appreciate y'all on a Tuesday night, you know what I'm talking about? And as always, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide, baby, and it's nothing but love.